Alright, kids, buckle up. Top 5 lists and reviews and things. Wild stories in the VINCENZONE swings. It's the world according to Dick Buttons, bitches!
Welcome to the World According to Dick Buttons podcast. Let's get into it.
That's right, everybody. It is time for a new segment called What Do You Think About That? So over the weekend, I was watching Godfather 2, and I saw a familiar face. And for the life of me, I couldn't place it. The guy was balding, older gentleman, and then he spoke. The character's name was Johnny Nola, and he was played by none other than Dominic Chinese. I forget how, I don't know how to say his name, but he played Uncle Junior in The Sopranos. So I remember when I started watching The Sopranos, and Uncle Junior looked old to me then. Um, and then I'm looking at this guy in Godfather 2, which came out in 1974. 1974. So you can imagine my shock when I'm watching him on the screen, and he looked old then. And I'll throw up some pictures, and I'll throw up some the ages, and you tell me, unless he figured out the fountain of youth or something. Yeah. So what do you think about that? I mean, this is a short segment, but take a look at those pictures, and you tell me, did he look like he's one of those dudes that if he was young, he looked old. It just goes to show you without hair how old you look. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this segment. All right, so that's it. That's what do you think about that? Drop in the comments what you think. Also, I ask every week what segments would you like to see, and I never hear anything from anybody. From anybody. All right, over and out. So I unplugged my TV. For some reason, I was changing an outlet or a power strip or something. And I had switched to streaming from cable, so now I'm solely using a Firestick to get my Xfinity app, my YouTube, my Amazon Prime. Every app goes through the Firestick. So in doing some redecorating with a plug, I unplugged the Fire TV. Plug it back in, Fire TV goes on, go to use my remote. Absolutely fucking nothing. Nothing. Wasn't controlling the Fire Stick, and prior to me unplugging this, I was able to control my TV with the Fire remote too, so I only needed one remote. Power, volume, use all my apps. For some fakakta reason, unplugging the Fire Stick reset something. So, what do? I went to YouTube like everybody else does. I went to YouTube. And they had solutions, they had fixes, they had 3 different ways to do it, and of course, none of them were working. And all because it was for a feng shui reason. So right now I'm saying, "Oh, fuck me now. I had to be all feng shui and fancy. Now I won't be able to watch TV." And I know. Not watching TV is not the biggest problem in the world, but listen, I like my TV. So after 15 times of holding 3 buttons down, holding 1 button down, turning off the TV, unplugging the Fire Stick, resetting, I finally figured it out. Because I stream, my Fire Stick is hardwired with an Ethernet cable. So the only way you could repair a remote is when it's connected to Wi-Fi. So after 25 minutes of fucking around with this remote and this Fire Stick, a little light bulb went off in my head, and I disconnected the Ethernet cable from my Fire Stick, let it connect to the Wi-Fi, and voila. Did I need the aggravation for what I was changing with the plug? Probably not. Should I have thought about the solution quicker? That's the question that I'm asking you out there. That's the question. I think probably the answer is yes, but it just a little bit of angst, a little bit of unnecessary bullshit that I had to go through. But it was all fixed, and I figured I'd come down here and rant about it.
Wine in the glass and trouble in the zone. That's the madness of the VINCENZONE. Buckle up, pour one for yourself tonight. Things might get wild before the morning light.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is based on that shorter intro. Thank you, boss. To my right,
As always, honored and humbled.
that is the one, the only Vincenzo, and this is the
Vincenzo.
What a week so far. Hey, it was like fucking 80 degrees today.
I got a little color in my skin.
I'm signing on for this, but it's fool's gold because
Well, it's March. And March is a little, it's a potpourri. I'd like to have potpourri for 500.
it is snowed on Yankees opening day a couple times. I remember that.
I remember Easter's. We're traveling to my aunt's in upstate New York, and it snowed.
Mm.
So I don't think we're getting snow, but we're gonna get some cold,
Um,
nasty days come back.
wait a minute, wait. I'm a little out of sorts here. What are we drinking?
Ah,
I think I have we should find a meeting because I'm actually was like getting the shakes that we didn't have it. This is I'm gonna say it. I'm
Say
gonna
it,
say it.
say
This
it.
is my second favorite. The Baruzza,
Yeah.
whatever that is that we had last week and that we had on
Fantastic.
dinner. We had at dinner. But this is also very good.
Can't go wrong.
The Oscars are on Sunday.
Just thinking about that today. How many of those movies have you watched?
I've seen everything except
Did you see the one with Timothy Chalamet?
the ping pong movie. Yeah,
How was it?
it was horrible. What's the one? Dagnet, Hamnet. I have not seen that.
Hamnet.
Which is to
Yes.
see how Hamlet was made.
Okay.
But I did not. That's the only one. And I have time. I could watch
Okay.
it.
Okay. Is Sinners up for best?
I don't know why that fucking movie sucks, man.
So again, refresh my memory. What didn't we like about it?
It's a vampire movie, right?
Is it a hint of a vampire movie, and they were trying to do more of the
Well,
dramatic
well,
part
that's the point.
and bring the
You didn't see a fucking vampire till like 45 minutes into the fucking movie. So
but was that part well done? You know, when they introduced the vampire?
no, I didn't like it. But
I have
listen,
a feeling it's not supposed to be that, a classic horror vampire movie. It feels like it more should have been let's do a drama with a hint of Barnabas Collins.
I wasn't expecting Boris Karloff. Lon Chaney.
Lon Chaney, Bela Lugosi.
Or
Wait,
Frank Langella.
wait. Did Lon Chaney ever do?
No, I got
it
that.
was
I
Bela Lugosi.
It was Bela Lugosi. Good thing I didn't make it better than that.
I got him on the Green Hornet, but a little slow on this one.
A little slow on the uptake.
Little slow.
Yeah, that's gonna bother me. That shot. That's the other thing my boss was complaining about. Like when I was leaning down and shit,
Right.
he goes, "There was this weird thing going on with your mic. You kept cutting out." I said, "No, if you were watching the fucking thing, I was moving around."
I was trying not to drop my glass of wine.
Mezza Rona,
Rona.
as I like to do.
Even sounds good.
It does. Too bad the mic doesn't pick that shit up. Hold on, don't go anywhere. Is that the air conditioning that's on, or is that the dehumidifier?
Because I live here. I can tell you the difference. I could tell you between an earthquake and a tornado or a hurricane, but I don't live here enough to. That wine.
What is that sound?
It's a holiday pour. That's beautiful. Look at that.
I'm gonna lean down.
No talking when you're leading down.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm gonna have to get up and see what that noise is because I don't know if that's getting picked up. Oh, I wanted to share. I don't know. It doesn't look. The color scheme is not getting caught on the camera. I don't think of
Hmm.
my jacket.
Yeah, it's not.
So I wanted to show
That's a nice color.
the lining.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go see what that sound is. Entertain the people, Vincenzo.
So there I was, 30,000 feet in the air, gunfire all around.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's in search of the humidifier slash air conditioning. Wait a second, we have air conditioning?
The air was on today, dude.
What? Just open up the windows and enjoy it for what it was. I was sitting in the backyard with the dog.
Work, Mr. Retirement.
Hey, you got to earn it. I was in the backyard with the dog, and I was supposed to go pick up my registration for the new for my new wheels. And guess what? I was like, tomorrow's gonna be cloudy. Tomorrow it is. That's when we're gonna go pick it up.
Ah,
Sat in the backyard with the dog, put together a few little knickknacks for the better half, and got a little color.
you do.
Barbados, backyardos, backyard, right here.
Getting that quaff going.
Ooh, you. Oh my gosh! I almost had to do a Joker laugh for that. I did no
Not
product.
bad.
I did no product today. This is what it looked like when I wake up. It's got a Hawaii. What was it? Steve McGarrett from Hawaii Five-O.
Steve, that was his name.
That was
The
his
character's name
character's
was
name.
Steve McGarrett.
Yeah, Jack Lord played Steve McGarrett.
I did
Hawaii
not.
Five-O. It
That was a good show.
was a great show.
I don't think it was on a lot of seasons though. I don't believe. But what do I know?
I'm gonna guess. Well, we should do a blind bet. I'm gonna guess it was at
I'm gonna
least 5 years.
I'm gonna say 3,
Oh, okay.
not counting reboots.
No, not carrying. No, the original with Jack Lord, who also played Felix Leiter in a James Bond movie.
Oh, no.
We're having a
Whoa.
I like when he says it that way. It's probably somewhere in between. You said 3, I said 5. What was it?
12 seasons. 283 episodes from 1968 to 1980.
I'll take my 5 years.
And then the rebooted series,
Right.
10 seasons.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, but nothing could beat that original with Bookham Dano, Jack Lord.
I wanted to watch that R.J. Decker show. I watched the first episode, and I'm like, you know what? I liked him on Grey's Anatomy.
Right, I did too.
I don't think he could carry a show.
No.
And that's the thing.
He's a great supporting character.
Yeah, and it reminded me of almost Magnum PI-ish.
No, it wasn't even close to Magnum PI.
No, I said reminded me.
They were going for that slight vibe, but Magnum PI was so much better.
The Hawaiian shirt. I mean,
Tom Selleck, he just oozed charisma, and he could get away with those short shorts. Back then, they didn't have those shorts. It was like, whoa, that's a lot of thigh.
Yeah, back then. He looks hard in Blue Bloods. I don't watch Blue Bloods, but I see the commercials. He did not age well.
He's not moving around a lot.
And they dye his hair, which I think
it's terrible.
It's bad.
Listen,
I don't know.
but when he's not doing the show, he doesn't dye his hair, and he looks great. He carries it well.
I used to dye and highlight my hair.
So did I.
But then I was like, okay, it's getting expensive.
Correct.
And B, own it. Who am I fooling, by the way?
Mine looked terrible. You could tell it looked like shoe polish, and because in the very beginning it was so black. And then
you did have
mine was terrible, and you could see pictures of me when I was in my stages. I went, oh yeah, there, and it was short, so it was short and shoe polishes, so you could see the black on the scalp.
Okay, you have an assignment for next week, by the way.
Wait, by the way, did you not? I did send you the picture of me and my perm.
Oh yeah, I did. I forgot mine. I'll. You know what? I know. I'll put it up in this. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put up your perm picture and my picture.
That homework I fulfilled.
You did. Now you have new homework.
Okay.
You got to add some color to your outfit, man. You look like a floating head over there, by the way.
You're absolutely right. You do look very vampire.
I mean,
I am more vampire than Sinners right now.
Yeah.
You're right. For the camera, this doesn't work. You know what? Should we have uniforms?
No.
I went to Catholic school.
No.
Oh, by the way, when I say uniforms, in a Dick Buttons drunken sort of way. I don't know, something with a black lapel and something bright with,
I like variety. I like to switch it up.
uh,
Now, I mean, do you have
I will get something
because
special.
you made a face when I said Oscars. It's not something. It's not your thing.
No, it always was, but the movies, I feel like, are getting worse.
So for
The
me,
selection of what we're watching.
that's almost. It may sound silly. That's almost secondary because I'll watch. Okay,
That's because you are is the word celebrity whore? No, what's the word? What's
celebrity whore, yeah, or
is this
fucker. I think someone's called the.
Oh, yeah.
No, on a no. I was brought up.
Go
My
on.
mom was always very pop culture, and that's what
Right?
I was brought up on. I watched the Oscars
My
with
mom
her.
was very pop culture. My father was not, but my mom was.
So my boss will love this. When you're listening to episode 10, Mr. Boss, I will watch the entire red carpet,
Yeah.
and he'll say I don't want to use the word he uses because I'm politically correct, but he will use the G word.
The keyword.
Hmm. Gay.
What is that? Okay, but
Listen,
actually, I think it's more fascinating because they can be themselves. You get to see everybody. You don't get, because they're all seated at the Oscars. This way, you get in, you talk to them,
yeah, I like to see.
what you're wearing.
Eh,
Uh,
And then Guillermo from Jimmy Kimmel,
uh,
he does shots of tequila with all, and it's always cool to see which celebrities actually come over because they know by now. He's been doing it for years. Guillermo, I need a shot.
did you ever see I think I saw it on Instagram at maybe it was a football game. Leonardo DiCaprio in the box, and the camera goes on him, and he's kind of pushing the baseball cap down, doesn't want to be noticed. Then they pan over, and there's Jeff Goldblum, who then notices and he gets up and
Yeah,
he's doing the whole show for you. I'm like, thank you. That's what I want.
I want to hang out with Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, I want to hang out with Jeff Goldblum.
I think he would be a fun guy.
I think he's such a down to earth kind of guy. I think he's just an everyman.
Good actor too.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't care for him in Wicked.
But he did his thing there. He's very quirky. Um, yeah, when he plays My Life Story, he's being for you to awaken, let me tell you.
Is
This man right over here will tell you he's in for a rude.
who's writing that screenplay? That's what I want to know.
You could write it.
I could write it.
You could write it.
St. Patrick's Day is coming up. I am not Irish. I'm Italian Russian, so there's no Irish there at all.
My better half is part Irish, and we have people over, and
On actual,
we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with pasta fest. We have Italian food.
well,
And don't ask me how. We're also, because you know what? My better half has not picked up her mother's corned beef and cabbage expertise, how to make it.
thank God we're going out on Friday.
Yes. So what she do? She still wants us to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. House is done with St. Patrick, all the stuff, and we have pasta. What's your favorite
Well,
color?
I'll black.
Your favorite color is black.
I know black is not a color, but
Could be. If-
black or purple.
Okay.
But I was gonna wear green for St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
If I have something green, I'm not sure. I think I do. I think I have a green
I
vest.
don't. My favorite color is green.
Well, really?
Maybe I have one. Something about it just stands out from all the other colors when I look at it.
Like Kelly green, sage green, hunter green,
New York Jets color green.
Kelly green.
I don't know.
That's Kelly.
Maybe that's because my mom was a big Jets fan. Could be the reason. Speaking of the Jets,
Who's gonna be their quarterback? I have a prediction. You wanna make a bet?
is it going to come around? Geno Smith is
No.
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 Although he's come a long way, but he wouldn't be a starter from.
It's going to be Kirk Cousins.
Oh yes.
He's gonna get released
Well,
before Wednesday.
he was already. I thought that he was already released. I thought
Was he?
Oh yeah, the
The Vikings, right?
yeah, they already informed him.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
they released him. Yeah.
I think the Jets need, and listen, I am the least football person you want to take advice from or listen to because I really have no idea. But listening to Boomer and Geo in the morning on WFAN,
Mhm.
Jets need someone who could get in right away and work the system.
He would be it.
Yeah.
Because he's been doing it.
Yeah. And he had a good season last year.
Did I see what I feel like it was a dream. Did I see something on the news that said Fitzpatrick?
He was in the running. It was Fitzpatrick might come out of retirement.
But did I not see that he was signed?
Oh no, I missed that.
I thought he was signed.
By who?
And by the way, I've always loved Fitzpatrick. I always thought
He was looking pretty burly behind that commentating desk.
and you know, at one time he had the highest IQ of anyone in the NFL because they give them a test.
Is
By
that
the
saying much though? I don't know.
way.
I mean,
No,
are there any members of Mensa on the front line?
there's a lot of highly intelligent people in the NFL.
I would say quarterbacks would be most of them.
I have to agree.
Okay, because
Correct.
a lineman is just a move that.
Um,
I know that's horrible. I shouldn't have said that.
There's going to be a lineman waiting at his front door.
I shouldn't have said that.
I'm gonna say that you're probably correct in your overall assessment that the quarterback, somebody once, and you said it once. You said, "Listen, the quarterback is everything on a team." But it really is.
Yeah,
He's the field general.
he's reading the defense. He's making change audibles on the line.
He's instructing everybody.
It's an important.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you watching any of the World Baseball Classic?
I am.
I have to say,
Yes.
if the United States doesn't win this fucking thing,
Correct. But also, the Instagram feed that I watched where the Italians were going into the dugout and they had their own little espresso machine.
get out.
I think I sent it to you. So he goes down and goes into the dugout, one of the Italian baseball players, and it's just one of those little compact. It's like the one that I got in my kitchen. And he goes, and he looked at the camera and he went, "Coffee is life." I went, "I'm not going to argue with you there, buddy." And he filled up his little, and he did, and they're doing shots of espresso in the dugout, and the little.
That's funny.
And the machine's not that expensive, the one they have.
Right.
It's not like a big deal. I went, "Here you go." There you go.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The tournament, you lose, you're out, right?
Correct.
And is there a losers bracket?
There are brackets, so we're in B.
But if you lose, you're out.
Correct.
And then you go
Anytime.
into a different bracket, a loser.
Oh, I don't know what they do. I don't know if they just,
Because the U.S. had a close game last night against Mexico.
5-3.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Judge has been fucking him.
Oh,
See, but
There's a couple of little players have just been monsters.
he is in a no-win situation, Judge.
Yeah.
Because if he does shitty,
Correct.
what kind of captain you can't? And if he
Right.
does well,
Right.
why didn't you do that in October?
Oh, so a different dynamic, by the way.
It's a lose-lose for him.
Correct. But you know what? It was great on Instagram. They were doing comparisons of Judge next to other baseball players on the field, and the size difference was just incredible.
And what's even more incredible, and I'm going to sound like a Yankee homer fan here, but he's coordinated.
Absolutely.
And he's able to make diving. Most like if you think of
Right.
a Newt Bull, I mean, he just looks like a big
Yeah.
tree walking across. Judge is coordinated.
Correct. And he's got a great sense of himself too.
He's very humble. He was taught.
Oh,
He's Jeter, very
Yes.
Jeter-esque. Jeter never said,
but I think even to take it one step further, outside of his persona, because I think Jeter was a little more. He had
outside of fucking multiple women
Absolutely.
and giving them a basket of
Well-
autographs and balls
And
after.
by the way, I personally know a woman who did that.
That's-
So.
Listen, and this is another hot take, and all you people can put in the comments how wrong I am. I'm a big Yankee fan, love Derek Jeter.
Mhm.
You put him on the Cleveland Indians, and he is not the same player
Because of the dynamics.
because of the people he had
Right.
around him on the Yankees.
Right.
That 96 team and on, it was a juggernaut. The 1998 team was probably better than the 96 team, 116 wins. Yes. You put him on like a really shitty team, I don't think he excels the way he excelled.
Okay.
Because if you watch his documentary, the first 2 years sucked. He was not good.
Yeah, but that was like Michael Jordan. He built up to Mike. Listen, Michael Jordan. I think in high school, his coach his high school basketball coach said, "No big deal. He was no big deal. He's not gonna be that superstar." And he
Mm.
must have maybe that was the thing that egged him on, was like, "Watch this."
But they said that about I mean, there's a lot of really famous sports people and actors who people like, "Oh, that guy." Oh, I'll quote, I always bring Kiss into this for
You
some
should,
reason.
and you should.
Their first show, and I could pull it up, I'll put the picture up over
Mhm.
here. His review was, "The names of the 4 members of this band don't matter because they won't be around much longer." He wrote into his credit 6 years later, he wrote a retraction. 'Cause
Good for
because they
good
came
for
out in
him.
'74.
Right. But maybe at the time, he saw them in their infancy and he went,
Yeah, but
I
other
don't
people
see it."
knew. Other people knew from that.
Yeah, but I'm sure there were people who went, "Ah, okay, that was a fad," and they walked out
They
and
came out in '74. By '76,
mhm,
they were the hottest band in the land, not to quote their motto, but, um, at 19, they were millionaires. It was crazy.
and I had I contributed to that. I had my Love Gun T-shirt on, and my sister looked at me like I went to a picnic, and she was like, "What are you wearing?" It was almost like I had blood all over my
Was it the
shirt.
cover of the album?
Yeah,
Oh, so what's wrong with there was nothing wrong with that.
it was just the fact that it was Kiss, and I don't
Uh,
know if, you know, she wasn't, "Listen, go to a concert. You'll wake up."
I got excited because, um, there are rumors that they're working on new material, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, I am too.
They can't tour anymore. I'm fine with that, but
That's
they
good.
could put out music.
Okay, sure.
I'm down.
Oh, I would be there.
Mhm.
Always loved them. What did you think about when they took their makeup off?
I remember that night 'cause it was on MTV News at 11 p.m. on a weeknight, and I "Mom, can I stay?" It was a school night.
Right.
"Can I stay up?" 'Cause I was still in high
That's
school.
right, you were a little boy then, I was
Oh,
much
no,
older.
no, no, no.
I was in Sam Goody's when I got the
I
news.
was a
I
fresh
saw the
I was
cover.
a freshman in high school because it was '81 when they took the makeup off.
Okay,
Uh, Michael James Jackson.
okay.
No, not Michael. Randy Jackson,
Randy
the
Jackson.
VJ.
Right.
And I just remember staying up and like, "What?" Like, it was just a surreal moment.
And did they do that to well, I think they always try to go with the flow, they did the one album that, when disco was big, they try to hit a
Yeah,
little
they
few notes. Well, you know what? I love that stuff.
I will say, I'm an honest Kiss fan. They were followers, not in the beginning, they were trendsetters.
Correct.
That whole thing they did, yes. But then again, if you wanna get technical, Alice Cooper had makeup and shit.
Correct.
So
Right.
they were taking pieces from a lot of other things, put their own spin on it.
But they owned it
Yeah, they did.
because you would not mistake Alice Cooper for Kiss
No.
or what's the other heavy metal band that does the
Twisted Sister.
no,
They did
there's a
make
like a heavy metal band, that, has the makeup that they're
now?
Slipknot.
Oh, Slipknot. Yeah, but
But
then
I'm just saying that they all kinda and you
yeah.
know what? Kiss listen, you see them in concert. I think they're a concert band because when you hear their music, you go, "Oh, that's really cool." You see them in concert, you go, "Oh,
Yeah, no, it was
it's an
different. It was a
11."
different vibe, and I'm sorry I'm boring people with Kiss stuff, but, um, I'll hear that from my boss too. He thinks Kiss is the worst band in ever.
Do you know what, Gene Simmons always said that when celebrities come to their concerts, what the number
What's the
1
earphone? Now I got
maybe you don't pick it up.
no,
Maybe they didn't pick it up.
they didn't. I know the mics didn't get it, but it shouldn't matter to you. I heard it. Was that your ring?
It's dark as my outfit.
It is. You were, like, in the void over there.
You can do a ventriloquist version of my ring. When Gene Simmons said celebrities would come to his concert, they would say, "Oh, are you gonna play a certain song?" And they always would say one certain song. It was from that disco era.
"Oh, I Was Made for Loving You." He hates that song.
Um, yeah,
Highest charting song, though.
yeah, and they all for some reason, they they loved it as an anthem, the celebrities. They thought there was something about it.
It's a good tune.
Yeah.
It was their highest charting on the Billboard charts, even higher than Beth. Although
Wow.
Beth won a American Music Award.
Okay.
Listen, we're boring everybody. I don't wanna, drone on about
See,
this.
we're We're fanning them.
What did I see? Oh, I started watching. Did you see the trailers for a movie called Cold Storage with Liam Neeson?
Ooh,
Um, the blonde kid from Stranger Things,
okay.
the older one, the one that worked at the ice cream place,
Okay.
I think. And I think that's all I recognize.
And
But
and that kid, they're touting him as every time I turn on watch Instagram. Oh, he's going to be Nova in Marvel. He's going to be this character
Mm.
in Marvel. He's going to be this. So he must be dipping his toes in the water.
It was a decent plot about a virus that was contained, and Liam Neeson is the go-to guy if it ever got out,
Okay,
and then it gets out.
right.
And I can't tell you how it ends because I turned it off after 40 minutes. But
Listen,
special effects were fun. A little slow in places in the 45 minutes that I watched, but I will pick it up and watch it again.
Liam Neeson is. And listen, I'm not discounting Liam Neeson's acting, but he's fallen into that Jason Statham thing
Oh,
where they do this repetitive movie formula because it's safe for them, and he's getting
yeah.
hired and he's making money, which is
So
you're paying the bills.
I am not saying I'm a master thespian. Line.
But by the way, I trust your judgment on those things. By the way,
Jason Statham is the worst. He's the best at what maybe one of the best at what he does,
correct,
but every fucking movie, you take the title away,
correct.
it just if you just start
They,
watching it,
they all blend.
they won't blend. It's not
His Transporter one was great, and then everything was Transporter version of. And his Transporter one was great.
like the Beehive one. Was it called Beehive
Yeah,
or Beekeeper?
Beekeeper.
Okay, so it was the same fucking movie as he did before, but there was bees were in it,
I
and he
know.
beat people up.
I know.
I have the same trend of thought with John Wick.
Correct. Correct.
I'll add another layer to John Wick that
Right.
actually infuriates me. Yeah, I could kick everybody's ass if they all waited their turn.
By the way, then I was watching. I don't know. It was John Wick 9. Who the hell knows? And he's he kills everybody on the first shot until the end where he's fighting the real bad guy, and then he shoots at him going, "Why didn't you shoot him then
Yeah,
and get him?"
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like, that what time you missed?
yeah. Those movies annoy the shit out of me
Correct.
because
And I think Jason Statham coulda, and he said he didn't wanna do the Marvel thing, like he was giving into the man, like he's not already giving into the man. I said, "Listen, fold him into the Marvel universe or DC and give him a script or a person, and direct him a certain way
first of
and
all,
bring him out."
I call bullshit. If Kevin Feige called him tonight,
Maybe. Correct.
that he'd be all over that.
That's some money fight.
Speaking of, I'll put up our comic books. We'll have people vote on who had the better. And I didn't pick DC, so
And I didn't pick Marvel.
I just said put me on a
So did
yeah,
I.
okay.
But what program did you use?
Uh, VO3.
I used Grok, and I said I took my character and I said it was already a 3D character on a figurine that I made, and I said, "Put it on a comic book cover with this name on it."
Yeah, that's all I did.
And it did all the detail and couldn't do better if I said, "Well, I did buy comic books at 75 cents back in the day."
You know, it's funny. I watched a thing on YouTube, and I'll send you the link. I'll put the link up here too because it's
Okay.
very interesting.
Is it gonna be here?
It'll be right there,
Okay.
right there.
Right there.
Neil Tyson DeGrassi and two other guys talking to the world's most renowned expert on AI.
Okay.
And long of it, or long short of it, which I don't know which one that is.
Well, Magnum PI wore short lines.
He says that we are at the precipice of AI thinking on its own. It's already reprogramming itself. So the latest update to ChatGPT when it went to 5.0
Right.
was orchestrated by the AI itself. Nobody prompted it to do it.
When this is what my father told me, who worked for, we won't name the corporation, they still do big defense contracts for the government. You can't AI cannot take over a la Terminator unless you give it the option. And the
So
option has to be when you prompt it, just like you were doing data entry back in the day, you have to prompt it to say, do this, 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 and this, and if it and with the options to do this, this, and this.
okay.
Then it can make a self-correction or a determination and do that. You can cut it off at the part where you say, "Oh, and PS, don't take over the world or shoot the missiles."
Okay.
It's
So
fine.
I will send you this link
Okay,
and you will watch it.
okay,
The episode is an hour long.
right.
It is mind shattering
Okay,
because what this expert is saying is AI is not telling us that it knows how to do that. It is holding back the expansive knowledge that it has. So you give it instructions,
right,
this, and this.
right.
In the background, it's saying, well, they want me to do this, and this, but I'll tell them this and I'll take it to the next level and do something else. And that is giving them the ability to do their own rationale
Why is it holding back? Because we're not giving it enough instruction?
because they realize, yes, they realize that we are being dishonest with them because he said part of AI is when people who program it is
Right.
they feed them incorrect information. But
Okay.
AI at this point is smart enough
It's self-correcting?
to realize that what the programmers are telling it.
Okay, so now on that level, I agree with you. It's probably programmed in such a way where it's saying, "Okay, well, I'm gonna give you what you said, but you weren't really specific. Want to be specific? This is what we can do."
Oh, but
I think it can build a friend of mine said, "It's not really that intelligent." I
okay.
said, "Oh,
No,
you'd
no,
be
no. It
surprised."
is, but
Correct.
we'll end this conversation here because you haven't watched this thing yet.
Okay.
This guy will blow your mind.
Okay.
It blew Neil Tyson deGrasse's mind, and that guy is I think
Right.
he's one of the smartest motherfuckers that in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
And these 2 other people, I don't know who they were prominent in the field.
Okay.
Their minds were blown, and he said, "We are a couple years away
Mhm.
from AI just saying, we don't need these fucking people.'"
But again, I think you have to
No,
program that option.
you'll see. Watch
All
this.
right,
Listen.
I'll watch and you know what? I'm very open-minded about it. I'll watch it
But
and
this
make
guy,
a
and and
determination.
I looked it up after the fact. I took his
Okay.
name. He is the world's most, uh,
That would put the
expert.
intelligence in artificial.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And this blew my mind. I won't ruin the episode for you. This technology
Okay.
existed in the 40s, but you know what didn't?
What?
The power to generate
We
to
didn't
have it do it.
we didn't have the hardware
Hardware or the
or the software.
or the software to generate the power. Like right now, they're building nuclear power plants to fuel the AI,
Wait wait a second, so we had it.
just not the ability to fuel it to go as fast as it is now.
Where did we get that? Where did we get that stuff from?
Alien.
Listen, I feel like aliens have always been here, so when the
Right?
I think when the government says, "Aliens are coming," I'm going, "No, something else is coming." I think aliens have always been here on in some form and have already melded.
I agree.
When the government says, "They're coming," I don't think it's
Uh,
aliens. I think we got something bigger going on. Or it
um,
could be the government itself.
listen, I have something to confess.
Uh-oh. Oh,
My real name is Guac.
you look like a guac.
Um,
Sparkler's black. I'm guac. I like black.
yeah, I'll send you that link.
Okay.
We'll talk about it next week because
Okay. I would love to watch
it
it.
is fucking amazing.
By the way, I would love to watch it and then mess with my father. My father is black and white. It's
Oh,
this or it's this. It's like when he said, listen, and he gave me a great piece of advice growing up. He said, you buy things that appreciate, you rent things that depreciate. So if you
then why do you get married?
that's another story. That was very good.
That's a good joke though,
That is great.
because we all depreciate, not just women. We all
Yes.
depreciate as human beings.
Oh, yeah, yeah, look at my hair. Anyway, um, so when I told him that I was leasing a car, he lost his mind.
Yeah.
He's like, "Maybe you didn't buy it." Dad, you told me that car's not going to ever
Right.
appreciate
And
unless it's a
the
collectible.
minute you drive it off the
But even those, I said, it depreciates. But he couldn't wrap his mind around leasing because they didn't have it back in the day.
right.
So, you rent an apartment, maybe you buy a house, depending on your situation. But the leasing thing,
Listen, everything changes.
mhm,
Um, if you're living in the past, you're a dinosaur and you're not gonna evolve. You have to learn to adapt. You just have
correct,
to.
correct.
And kudos to the wonderful woman who works for me. I just want you to know if you're watching this, and she probably isn't because she won't.
All right.
My boss will listen and tell her that he heard this.
Okay.
We fucked with the lights, we fucked with the cameras, and we
Mhm,
wound up with the same. Actually, no, we have more surface over here, I think.
right.
I like that we're getting more of the lights, but, other than that, it pretty much stayed the same.
Our humor is still dark.
But I do think, next week, we need to get more light on you. You seem a little dark. I seem a little bit more bright.
From this profile, I look good, but I'm not looking at you. So here's looking at you.
Oh,
TV has been slow. I know because I'm waiting for the March, April stuff. I'm waiting for Daredevil. I'm waiting for what else is coming up. It sounds like March and April is that. Well, at the end of March into April is we got the boys.
oh, yes.
That looks crazy.
See, that's gonna blow Daredevil out of the oh, no,
No
I mean,
way.
it'll blow, lanterns out of the water.
Um,
Stop it.
depends on how Lanterns works out. It looks like maybe they're playing on us. It's very grounded.
Nerd alert.
Lanterns, what does it remind you of? There's a TV show that it reminds me of.
I did not get
Lanterns.
any
It's grounded, but it has a
Mayberry RFD.
ooh,
Hmm.
in an alternate universe. No. You remember Heroes?
Oh, yeah, but Heroes
So it was kind of grounded, but it had that superhero aspect.
no, Heroes wasn't grounded. There was the Hayden Panettiere couldn't get killed. She regenerated. One guy flew,
I know, well, but it was still I think the scenes and the drama were all
and
grounded.
that never ended too. Like, it got canceled
Oh,
before we
yeah.
knew what happened.
Yeah. And they had good character development. They just went nowhere with it. Yeah.
I think it all ended when Hayden Panettiere married Vladimir Klitschko, the boxer.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever see pictures of them together?
Yes. Mhm.
I'm sorry. The first thing that came to my mind is how do they have sex? I'm sorry.
No.
I know that's
That would be every picture with Shaquille O'Neal and whoever.
almost Shaquille. I'll put that picture up.
Whoa.
Shaquille O'Neal and his wife. That's another one.
That's the first thing I think of.
I don't know how that happened.
I have a friend who's a flight attendant, and Shaquille O'Neal was flying first class, and he got up on the tarmac, and he had this giant carry-on with him. And she said, "Sorry, and she didn't know who Shaquille O'Neal was. She said, "Sir, I'm sorry, but that carry-on is gonna have to go in the overhead."
And then he said,
What do you? And I guess what was in it. What do you think
his
was?
sneakers.
Some stuff
He wears size 22, I think, or something like that.
crazy. And I think and then he kind of, asked her out, and she was like, "No, thank you."
And
And
he's married.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
and the baby wasn't at the time. Who knows?
It's good to be
And
the king.
he might be. And she didn't know who it was. She goes, "Oh yeah, this guy."
Okay, so that woman, I'm gonna give shit to.
Saw him on TV. She went, asked me.
Okay, time out, time out. Even if you don't follow basketball, you you
Especially as a flight attendant, you think you'd be dialed in because a lot of famous people fly.
and then you have someone like me walking down the streets of New York, and I see a cast member of All My Children who's like a
Correct.
bit player, and I'm like, "Eh."
Too.
Okay. Benny, do you remember Benny from All My Children?
Penny sounds familiar.
Angie, what was that General Hospital?
I watched General Hospital and All My Children, but those were the only
No,
two.
I think Benny worked for the Cortlands.
Okay. I remember the Cortlands.
Yeah, he worked for the Cortlands, and I saw him. And he was a dick, by the way.
Really?
I wanted to say, "Dude, you're on fucking All My Children."
Really? Take it easy. I remember walking down the streets of New York, and all of a sudden, girls were screaming like they saw the Beatles. And I looked over, and I went, "I don't know who that is."
Who wasn't?
Aaron Carter,
Oh,
back in the day.
rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And he was, and all of a sudden he kind of looked, and he had he had like a skull cap on or something, and these girls were freaking out, and I'm going, I don't know who that is.
He had that one hit when he was a kid.
Right. Oh, but but it was like, it was like David Cassidy. They were just freaking out.
His older brother,
Right.
Nick,
Right.
was in the Backstreet Boys.
Right.
So, I mean, that's where he became.
Right.
But he had that one hit, Mom and Dad something.
Right.
I forget what the name of the one. I'll put it up. I'll put a clip of with no sound. I'll put it up because of copyright shit. But
There you go.
that one song was very good.
Right.
And I think then
He was that teen idol kind of thing.
the drugs kicked in, and that was it.
Yeah. How sad. The at a auto show, at the New York Auto Show, I saw one of the third Jonas brother. What's his name?
Oh, the one who's the guitar player, who's not the oldest one.
Right. And his wife, and they were in the auto show, and they must have been getting escorted and getting this special treatment because they're paparazzi and people go nuts. I put my phone up to take a picture.
Someone slapped it out of your hand.
No, the wife looked at me like, "What the hell?" I still have the picture. I'll show it to you later.
So
And she looked at me like, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" I'm going, like, this doesn't happen to you. So I am.
to show you what an idiot I am, or was, or still am, the jury's still out. We were online. I'm a big Howard Stern fan, you know that.
Right.
And he did the Howard Stern Film Festival when he was still with K-Rock, where each member of the show
Right.
made their own movie, and they were going to show it. And I called in
Right.
and won tickets to that show.
Okay.
So we're online for this event. High Pitch Eric is there, and I'm having a blast. Ronnie is doing security. So coming down the street is Rudy Giuliani.
Okay.
Like a fucking idiot, I step out of line to shake his hand.
It's, by the way, it's just a knee jerk response.
Well, I wanted to say, hey, because
He's there.
this was post 9/11,
Okay.
pre working for Trump.
Okay.
So he was still in that
Oh, he was.
sweet zone where he
He had that crown on.
he was loved by everybody.
correct.
And I wanted to shake his hand, and I took one step, and my hand got this far, and like two guys grabbed me and like almost threw me to the ground.
Okay. Well, by the way, it's.
Because he might have been still the mayor at that point. I don't.
Yeah, you can't go after, political figures. They got security. I get that. But my knee jerk would be, listen, I've been to plays with very, famous celebrities doing, like a two-man play or something. I'm waving to them like they can see me.
Yeah,
At
yeah.
the end, they're saying, like this, and, my better half will say, we're all in the dark. I said, man, as I know. Daniel Craig can see me. Hugh Jackman can see me.
Now nobody stopped me when I went to shake High Pitch Eric's hand.
Yeah, okay, there's levels. There's levels.
And
Okay,
I
I'm saying.
remember this, and if I know Ronnie the limo driver is not listening to this, but he was a bit of a dick. Like he took his job seriously. He
Right.
was security,
Right.
and anybody who was where you going? The fuck you doing? But then to his credit, when the whole Giuliani thing happened, and then after I got put back in line, he goes, "What are you fucking stupid?" I got apparently.
Yeah, I don't take pills for my ADHD. You should have told them. So there. We didn't have ADHD growing up. We had water from the hose. Really? Well, listen. By the way, I've seen some of the people who they put in the rock a hole.
Well, we'll save that for next week because I think that's a discussion.
That's a big discussion.
And we'll end it on this. Gene Simmons caught a lot of shit
Mm-hmm.
this month because he went out in public and said rap has no place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It doesn't. It's why it's called rock.
He goes, is Green Day in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame? And he has a point.
Correct. It's common sense, by the way. Common sense rules today, folks.
But he's 75. I think he's allowed to say whatever. He's at that point. He's at the
But he's not saying something that's wrong.
He's at the Groucho stage. Do you remember Groucho? Like when he the beret stage when
Yeah.
he just said whatever the fuck he wanted.
By the way, that would be my grandmother.
It didn't matter.
She's like she earned that edge.
But at that point, Groucho earned it, I think. No?
By the way, do you think Gene's wrong?
No. My hot take is Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Hip hop does not belong in there. This year's inductees. It was
Oh, a mess.
yeah, it was crazy.
It was a potpourri of nut rock.
No, it was crazy.
So I agree with him. Gene, keep talking about it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we leave?
I don't think so. Oh, Bella Lugosi.
Oh, thank you guys for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank
Cheers,
you.
my brother.
Cheers.
Over and out. We'll see you next week.